Hey guys, back here with Tua for another video, and I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about socialization and socializing your bull mastiff or dogs in general, and how important it is, especially for bigger dogs like these bull mastiffs. If you don't have a good socialized dog and they're going to turn into over a 100-pound dog, it's going to be really difficult for you and the dog if they have fears of certain things, or if they don't like certain sights, sounds, certain people, certain animals. And ultimately, every dog's different, and you could do everything right and still have an issue when they get older. But the main thing is trying to do everything that you possibly could and can to do the right thing and make sure that your dog is set up to be well socialized. So to start, I guess the easiest thing that you can do to begin socializing your bull mastiff is to just go for consistent walks. It's good exercise for you, it's good exercise for the dog. Take different routes. Go ahead and at any time you come across somebody else walking a dog or somebody else in general, let them stop to pet if they want to. Obviously don't force people to, but if they're holding out a hand like they want to come see your dog, go ahead, let them see them. If you have treats on you, let them give your dog a treat, because then the dog will associate people with, hey, I could get a treat, these are good, these are nice people. Let them stop to smell other dogs if they're walking a dog, as long as that person says that their dog is friendly. Obviously, you don't want to go approach another dog if you haven't asked or have no idea, because you don't want your dog to get bit or anything like that. When you're out on those walks, take different routes. I did a video about how I went out of my way to go by a very busy street where the sidewalk is close to it, because I wanted him at a young age to get used to cars and the sound of traffic, the sight of traffic. I just don't want him to be spooked by that when he's older, if we're ever in a situation where we have to walk by traffic or something like that. Yeah, you can go ahead and check that one out. It was just a quick video, but it shows how close I got him, and he was spooked at first, but he got used to it pretty quick. Another thing besides walks that you can do, especially in places where it's cold and you can't walk them, like it's been here for a while, is take them into stores where dogs are allowed to go into. Most of the major pet stores, everybody knows, you can take your dogs into those. They welcome them. You'll run into other dogs in there and people that are dog friendly and want to see your dog and talk to you about dogs. And it's just a good spot. Lots of smells for the dog, lots of sights, lots of people, lots of animals. There's also lots of stores that allow dogs that you wouldn't think of either, besides the major pet stores. A quick Google search will show you, but lots of hardware stores, sporting goods stores allow dogs more than you would probably think. To be honest, my eyes were opened up when I did some searches. There's lots of stores that allow you to bring your dogs in. So go ahead and do that. And even if it's like not cold, go ahead and just bring your dogs to those stores anyway. Make a point of it. I know I do. We make a point of it at least once a week to try and get Tua into a big store, get him used to people, different sights, different smells. You hear me saying that a lot, but that's what socialization is there. You're getting them used to stuff. Another thing that I like to do is, other than those, intentionally expose him to other dogs. My mom has a couple of dogs. We go over there once a week. And it's not for long, guys. I mean, 20 minutes, half hour, just let him see them. Plus, he's getting into a new house, a new environment that he's not used to. So that's always good. Get him out of the house into new houses. I've also gone to friends' place to expose him to his dogs, and that's really good. And my mom has a corgi and a dachshund, and my other friend, he has a rescue dog that's bigger. So it was nice for Tua to see a dog that was, almost 3 times his size versus just seeing the little dogs. If you don't have any friends or family that live nearby you to expose your puppy to other dogs, dog parks are always an option. Hey, come on. 13 weeks old, you're still chewing. I made a video about that too, guys. He is a chewer, but that's puppies for you. But yeah, back to dog parks. They can be a good tool, but I would just say be careful with the dog parks, because I've been to them, not with him, but with other dogs that I've had in the past, and they're kind of hit and miss. You see a lot of fights going on with dogs. You hear some stories about stuff going on. Sometimes there's just way too many dogs in there, and dogs that aren't very friendly and shouldn't even be there in the first place. So in the right setting, the right situation, they're a good tool, but just be careful. I'm not really for or against dog parks. Yeah, I mean, that's all I really have to say about that. Just be careful if you're going to go to a dog park. They're good, but they can be bad. Another thing is get your dog used to people coming in and out of your house. We're lucky enough that my wife does home daycare. So what we do with Tua here is we let him be out in the mornings when we have parents and kids coming and going. So he gets used to the door opening and closing and strange people coming in, and then kids running around. They actually run right by him as they come in. And we keep him on a leash, which we have hooked up to one of our entertainment stands, just so he can't run at the door and get in their face and things like that. It's more about him getting used to the people coming through the door and knowing that they're friendly and they're not a threat or an enemy. If we're letting them in, it's okay for them to be here. And it's been really good. But if you don't have a situation like that where you have people coming and going in your house every single day like we do, you can have friends or family come over, and you're gonna have to go out of your way to do this, but it's only gonna be for the dog's benefit and for your benefit down the road, to try and get somebody to come over and just come in the door, ring the doorbell, get them used to that kind of stuff. But if you don't have any friends and family coming over, or have any friends or family that live in town that could do that, weekly, then you're gonna have to get creative, I guess. You're trying to order more food or something like that, to get that door opening and closing and get strangers coming to the door, to get your dog used to that. Yeah, it'd be pretty difficult if you didn't have friends or family in town to do that, but it is what it is. But that's about all I have for socialization tips and what we do with him. If you guys have any other ideas, let me know, or any questions, let me know. But like I said, very important for these big dogs to get well socialized while they're young, because when they're over 100 pounds, you don't want to have to try and control that, because that would just be a disaster. So thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good one.